What's good, y'all? It's your boy ggmpippen back in the building with some more Pippen locks and picks. Yesterday we had a 1-1 day once again. It's good, y'all. We still won. At the end of the day, like I say, winning at all in gambling is winning. All you need to go is 50% to make money. So we went 1-1. First play today, Jalen Brunson 25 points. We called him last night at some great odds. It eventually went up to 27, I believe 28. We called him last night at 25 for 140. That's why I be quick to make these videos. Because if you catch games the night before, those are some of the best odds you're going to catch the games at. Because by the time the morning comes and by the time game time comes, people pushing their money, pushing these lines up. So, Jalen Brunson for 25. He finishes with 24. Come on, bro. You dead ass, bro? Like I said, y'all like playing with people's money, right? You missed the free throw. He has 24. He gets an and one. He goes up there, missed the free throw, and he shot bad. He should have had 30 easily. Julius Randle had 40. Ain't nothing even too much I can say about that. But my boy Kevin Durant, like I said, my boy gonna make me some money, and he did make me some money. I told you, Kevin Durant over was a lot today. I told you he averages 30 against Braun, and he got another 31 today. So, like I said, 1-on-1 day ain't that bad. Today we got a 12-11 game slate, I believe. I got a lot of great plays today. If you ain't any private plays, the best plays of the game, text me directly, please. For today, it's amazing. I got some plays for today that I know gonna hit for sure. I promise y'all. So if you need anything private, you need my best plays, text me directly at any of my social down below. But anyway, let's get right into this video. First game we got on the board here, we got the Philadelphia 76ers -10 on the road. We're going against the Wizards +10 at the crib. Wizards at 3-16, 2-game losing streak, one of the worst teams in basketball. And then we have the 76ers at 12-7 on a 2-game losing streak, one of the better teams in basketball. This one is easy when I look at it. I see one play is Joel Embiid 30 points. Another play, I'm taking the 76ers -10. Easy, they on the 2-game losing streak. I think this is a bounce back game. The Wizards is one of the worst teams. They've gotten blown out a lot. I made money going against them with big spreads, so I know that this ain't nothing really too major. This is probably a game I won't play, but since it's a game on the board today, I give y'all 2 picks for it. I'll definitely be looking at Joel Embiid 30 or his over in points, or I'll be taking the Philadelphia 76ers -10 on the road. Book it. As you see here, we got the second game on the board. We got the Memphis Grizzlies -1 on the road at 5-14 on a 1-game losing streak. Then we got the Pistons +1 at the crib at 3-16 on a 17-game losing streak. The worst team in basketball. This is a game you don't bet on. This is nasty work. I be telling you all the time, these are the nasty work games you don't bet on. You leave them alone, and you just leave them alone. But since we coming here for a play, and I got a play for y'all, I would go with Cade Cunningham over an assist. To me, that's my best play here. Grizzlies ain't a good defensive team. I don't see nobody to guard Cade. Cade is the engine for Detroit, even though Detroit ain't even a good offense, but his assists haven't been great this year. Haven't been a great play. So when I look at this game, I ain't betting on it. It's nasty work. I ain't betting on the Grizzlies until Ja Morant come back. So only play I see in this game is Cade Cunningham over an assist. Take it. What's good, y'all? As you see, we got the third game on the board. We got the Magic +4.5 on the road at 14-6 on the 1-game losing streak. They have been solid all year. They just coming off a 9-game winning streak where they just lost to the Nets, I believe. I think that was my first video. I told you I had to take the Nets. And then we got the Cavs -4.5 at the crib at 11-9, 1-game winning streak. Have been one of the more rocket teams in basketball. When I look at this game, it's simple to me. I like the Magic +4.5. I don't know who the Cavs are to be getting -4.5 against the Magic. The Magic have been better than them this year. When I look at this game, I would have thought like a -2.5, -1.5, or damn near pick 'em for the Cavs. Because I give it to them, the Cavs are at home, so that helps. But as far as teams, I just think the Magic are a better team. And if you're going to give me +4.5 with the better team, that's something that I'll take. And I'll even be looking at them straight up. They'll probably be like +160. That's going to be great money. So I'm taking the Magic +4.5. I don't think the Cavs are a team to be -5 at the crib. They have been playing good, but the Magic have been playing great. So take the Magic +4.5. That's the play for me. What's good, guys? You see, we got the fourth game on the board. We got the Nets +4 at 10-9 on a one-game winning streak. Then we got the Hawks -4 at the crib, 9-10 on a one-game losing streak. Both of these teams have been solid. They one of the middle of the road teams. They gonna do alright. They gonna be a 500 team. They gonna win some. They gonna lose some. So, but they both solid teams. The Nets is a money-making team. If you know the Nets, they gonna make you some bread this year. So I like the Nets. I'm not saying I'm gonna take them. When I break this down, I don't really even think I'm gonna take the Nets +4 or the Hawks. I think I would look at it Trae Young over in points and Mikal Bridges over in points. Last time they played, which is about like a week, 2 weeks ago, they both had 40 points when they played against each other. So when I look at that, Trae Young probably be at like 20, 25, 26. Mikal probably be like 22, 23, 24. So I'm gonna definitely be looking at that. If you wanna spread a play, I'm definitely looking at the Nets +4. I'll be honest with you. I think the Nets are a better team than Atlanta. And I think they're also a great matchup. They have a lot of people you can put on Trae Young. You got a lot of people you can put on DeJounte Murray. They got the wings to match up with a DeAndre Hunter and Jalen Johnson. And then they got Claxton. He could bang with Capella. Even though Capella would probably snag on him. But Claxton, he a beast. He could switch on Trae Young. So when I look at that, I would say take Brooklyn at +4 if you want to spread a play. But my locks for this game would be Mikal over in points or Trae Young over in points. As you see here, we got the fifth game of the day. We got the Miami Heat +3 on the road at 11-9 on a one-game losing streak, going against the Toronto Raptors -3 at the crib, 9-11 on a one-game losing streak. When I look at this game, to me, every time I get the Raptors at the crib in Canada, I bet on them. It's something that I've always played, something that I've always trusted. Canada is a whole country. They got a whole country backing them up over there. It's a little different. You got to go through there. You got to go through customs. You got to go through all of that when you're traveling over there. It has been in-season tournament, so travel's probably not that bad because these teams haven't played in a while. But still, it's still in Canada, man. It's their own country. So when I look at this, I like the Raptors -3 at the crib. If I look at some other plays I would like a Scotty Barnes over in rebounds, probably Bam Adebayo over in points. So it all depends though with the Heat though, because they like sitting their star players a lot. They're a team that they go through the regular season, they win, but they're not really looking for great seeding. They just sort of just going through the motions. So it all depends who they play here. They're the type of team to sit at Jimmy Butler, just play Bam, and then you catching Raptors at -3. That'll be great. So my play for this game, which I'm probably not gonna play. This is a game I'm a little iffy on. I'm gonna need a little more information. But my play for this game, as of right now, my lock would be Raptors -3 at the crib in Canada. As you see here, we got the fifth game on the board. We got the San Antonio Spurs +12 on the road, 3-16, 14-game losing streak. Second worst team in basketball after Detroit. They have not been hooping this year. On the other side, you got the Timberwolves -12 at the crib, 15-4 on a 4-game winning streak. This is the first seed in the West. Not a lot of people expected that. A lot of people was ready to give up on them after last year, but they've proven that they're a great team. So y'all gotta eat your words. When I look at this play though, when I look at this game, first thing I'm looking at is that total. 226. I feel like that's too low for this game. Go do some research on the Spurs. They giving out overs for free this year. Straight overs. They're one of the worst defensive teams. They cannot play defense. They have nobody to guard Ant, nobody to guard Cat, nobody to guard anybody. And I believe Ant isn't playing. I believe he hurt his ankle or something like that. He was in an injury report, but I don't know. He probably will play, probably won't. Either way though, I'm looking at the total over 226. That seems like an easy play for me. Probably one of my better plays for today. One of my top 5, top 6 plays for today. If you don't want to play that, I definitely would say a Cat over points. I think he wants to show out against Wemby. Cat over points would not be a bad play. Even look at a Wemby though. Wemby been hooping. Even though the Spurs been bad, Wemby has been hooping. So Wemby over 20 points won't be a bad play. But my lock, the play that I'll probably play if I'm gonna play this game, that total, I'm taking it over 226 is the lock for this game. As you see here, we got the 6th game on the board. We got the Hornets +5 on the road at 6-12 on a 1-game losing streak. Then we got the Bulls -5, 7-14 on the 2-game winning streak. Both teams trash. Nasty word game. Telling you that straight off the jump. No LaMelo. If LaMelo was here, I probably would have taken Charlotte. I probably would have taken LaMelo over with a Charlotte too, because LaMelo been hooping this year. If you really been watching him, he was healthy, he was hooping. It's crazy that he keep getting these ankle injuries. Remind me of like a young Curry, to be honest with you, but he just can't stay healthy. And if he can't stay healthy, I ain't betting on the Hornets. And I definitely ain't betting on Chicago, like I told you before. That is not a team you bet on. They is waiting to blow it up any minute now. Believe me. DeMar will be out of there. Zach will be out of there. Caruso will be out of there. I won't be surprised if Vucevic will be out of there. So, even Lonzo, to be honest with you, like, they ready to just blow that whole thing up. So, definitely playing -5 with the Bulls at the crib. Either way, it don't even matter to me. Hornets +5 is not a good play to me either. If I look at this, when I see that total 219, I feel like that's too low. You got the Hornets, they give up a lot of points. Always have given up a lot of points because they play fast. They adopted that like Chino Hill style of play, just make a miss when you run it every single shot. So the over will be the best play. Disclaimer, I don't even think I'm going to play this game at all. This is one of the more sloppier games of today. Probably top 3 worst games of the day. It's just nasty. Like 2 bad teams that I really don't like to bet on, that I don't bet on. So my lock for this game would be over 219. I feel like that's too low for them. 2 bad defensive teams. I feel like that goes over. As you see here, we got the 7th game on the board. We got the Thunder -2 on the road at 13-6. 2-game winning streak. One of the best money-making teams going against the Rockets +2 at 8-9. 3-game losing streak. Let me break this down for you now. When I look at this game, the Thunder, one of my favorite teams to bet on. Real quick, let me just say that to you. At the Thunder, every time I get the Thunder -2, I'm just looking to bet on them. But the Rockets at the crib have been great this year. Like, I'm talking like great. Like, beating teams like Denver at the crib. Fully healthy, man. Like, last time they won, they on a 3-game losing streak right now. Yeah, I believe the last time they won was against Denver, because their last game that they won was at the crib. The 3-game losing streak is because they've been on the road for 3 games. It seems like every time they go back to the crib, they pick up a win, even if it's against a good team. So even though I take the Thunder -2, which I would take 99% of the times, this is one of my plays where I'm jumping out the window a little bit. I might be looking at a Rockets +2 here. Shea, when I looked at Shea today, he doesn't average too much against the Rockets. He averages 24. His points probably be at 30. I don't know if I'm going to take him under, but he doesn't average 30 against them. Probably still get it, to be honest, with Shea. So this one is tough for me. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm torn. I want to take the Thunder. I want to take the Rockets at the crib. I don't want to give y'all the wrong one. So as of right now, when I look at it on the spot, I'm going to take the Rockets +2 at the crib. That's a lot. Take it. As you see here, we got the 8th game on the board. We got the Utah Jazz +8.5 on the road, 7-13, 1-game winning streak. On the other side, we got the Mavs -8.5, 11-8 on the 2-game losing streak. The Mavs have been a solid team this year. They started off strong. They started to fall off a little bit, but they're getting back to like the middle ground where they winning the games they're supposed to be winning. So the Jazz, on the other hand, I think Laurie's out too. If I'm not mistaken, I think Laurie Marketing is out, which makes a big deal with me. Like, I ain't really even trying to bet on them if Laurie not playing, to be real with y'all. Like, Laurie is that team. Laurie the best player on that team. If he not there, I ain't really betting on them at all. So the Jazz too, on the road, like, they're dirt. Like, they're absolutely basura. Like, team you don't bet on, hot garbage, all that, everything you could think of that's garbage, they're that. So only time I betted on the Jazz, another thing for them is only time they're in the crib. I ain't betting on them, no marketing on the road. Come on, man, you gotta be a dumb motherfucker to take that. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take the Mavs -8.5 on the road here. On the road. I'm gonna take the Mavs 8.5 at the crib. Another play I look at here, I think I would look at a Luka 30 points or Kyrie Irving over. Or even if you got the balls, look at a Luka triple double. To be honest with you, I could see him here just getting a quick little 25, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, like it's nothing. So if you brave, my bonus play of the game would be Luka 30. I mean Luka 30 or Luka triple double for great odds, because I know that's gonna be at great odds. But my lock for this game will be the Mavs at 8.5 at the crib. Take it. As you see here, we got the next game on the board. We got the Los Angeles Clippers +1 on the road at 9-10 on the one game on the streak. On the other side, we got the Denver Nuggets -1, 14-7 on the one game losing streak. When I look at this game, first thing that comes to my mind is when they previously just played. I believe they played on the Clippers at LA, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And I believe the Clippers, I know the last time they played, Clippers definitely won though. I forgot where they played at, but I know the Clippers won. So that doesn't mean I'm just going to take the Clippers though. This is a hard one for me because both teams have been resting. All these teams have been rested that's playing today. None of these teams have been playing for about 2-3 days. Some teams 4 days. So it's tough. I want to take the Nuggets -1 though, to be honest with y'all. If I'm leaning one way, I'm going to lean the Nuggets -1. I don't like betting against the Nuggets. They're the best team in basketball. And even though they're on the road, which they're like a 50-50 team on the road, at the crib, if this was at the crib, I'm taking the Nuggets like any day of the week. Like Nuggets at the crib, it ain't even like a question, to be honest with y'all. When they play at the crib, it's automatically take them. So, but they ain't at the crib on this one. They on the road, so it's harder. But I sort of lean Nuggets -1. But my better play for the game, and I'm hoping Ty Lue sticks to this, because the last time I was watching the Clippers play, this is what he was doing. He was letting Zubac guard Jokic one-on-one. And I guess he doesn't want to allow Jokic to get the other players involved. And I guess he wants to play that battle of like, if Jokic going to drop 40, he going to drop 40, because we got the superstars to match up with his points. So I think Ty Lue sticks to that plan. And with that being said, my lock for this game will be Jokic 30 points or his over points, whatever it's at, 31, 32. Definitely looking at a Jokic over points. Or if you're scared to take his over in points, take a Jokic over in points and rebounds together. That would be my lock for the game, yeah. As you see here, we got the final game on the board. We got the Warriors -12.5 at the crib going against the Portland Trailblazers +12.5 on the road. Portland Trailblazers are 6-13, one of the worst teams in basketball. Warriors are 9-11, one of the alright teams in basketball. They have been doing better. They just ain't what they were though at all. Like, they're not a team that I look and I see -12.5 and I think, oh, I'm about to go bet on them. They a scary team, and like, only way they play good is if Curry play good. So when I'm saying that, I'm sort of saying the only way I'm really bet on them is if I'm just gonna take a Curry points line, to be honest with you, because the -12.5 is a lot. Do I think they win this game? Yes, I think they win the game easily. But -12.5, a lot of these bad teams cover these. In the end of the game, we got the bench players in, and they still got their mediocre players in, and then you will have a bad team. They'll be up by 18, and then a bad team will drop it down to 10. And Steve Kerr not gonna bring back out Curry, bro. He's a vet. He knows it's not panic time. He's just gonna keep letting the people play and just finish the game off. So when I look at this game, I'm not looking at no money line, no spread. I'm looking at a Curry over in points is my play for this game. That is my lock, Curry over in points. I'm just saying, y'all, that's all the games we have on the board for today. We had a good little 11-12 game slate. A lot of plays for today. A lot of good plays. If you need any best plays, my plays that I'm going to play today, text me directly down below at my socials. Like I said, I will be having more videos coming. Best betting tips, strategies, trends, all that good stuff. But let's hope we have a winning day today. I hope we have a positive day. And yeah, I'm going to be back at it again with another video tomorrow, y'all. You already know.